In Delaware today, a big court date for Hunter Biden, facing mounting legal troubles following the collapse of his plea deal over the summer. The president's son will be arraigned on 3 felony gun charges for allegedly lying on a federal gun application in 2018, saying that he was not using illegal drugs at the time. Hunter Biden facing up to 25 years in prison if convicted, though that's highly unlikely. Let's continue with national political reporter for The Hill, Julia Manchester. Julia, good morning to you. You know, history first, right? This is the first time the son of a sitting president has ever been indicted. But how much does it matter for our political and our cultural narrative, whether comparing Hunter Biden to President Trump or to everyday people with the same rap sheet who some would say have a different standard of justice applied to them? How important is it that we show there's not a double standard here?
Yeah, look, I think it matters, certainly. And I think you are going to see President Biden's critics continue to bring this up, whether it's in the impeachment trial or, not impeachment trial, impeachment inquiry that has been floated and will potentially launch on Capitol Hill, or if it's on the campaign trail when you have former President Trump, who, could very well likely face President Biden in the general election. You're going to hear quite a bit about what they say is this double standard of justice. Now, in terms of how the White House approaches this, look, it puts them in a very difficult position because the president is obviously running for re-election. He doesn't have high approval ratings right now. But at the same time, this is a father and a son, and this is a father who is very close with his family, is very close with his son. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how the White House continues to navigate this, especially as we approach a re-election year.
You know, and Hunter Biden's attorneys are actually arguing that he didn't break the law, but that these charges are politically motivated. So do we live in a time and a place where we can actually say, you know, no matter what you think the perception is, he lied on the application, so real world, he would be indicted?
Yeah, look, I think we live in a highly politicized time. So it's, I'm not surprised that Biden's lawyers are making those comments. And I'm not surprised that, on the other side of this, in terms of President Trump's legal issues, they're accusing this of being politically motivated. At the same time, though, look, there are those real questions of a double standard of justice and, of course, how a president's son is being treated, especially a sitting president's son. So I think you're going to see the White House, see the Biden, general orbit continue to face those questions going forward, particularly from critics, because it is something that, from a Republican's perspective, would be pretty easy to attack President Biden and Hunter Biden on.
When will the case actually go to trial? I mean, in terms of him actually appearing in court, and then what's the likelihood he'll face actual prison time?
Yeah, look, I think it's possible that this could go to trial, later this year, potentially next year. In terms of facing prison time, you mentioned that right now we know that that's about, he could face a maximum of 25 years in prison, but that could be unlikely. I would imagine some sort of a deal could be struck, but there will be some, if he is found guilty, some, major penalty here. But I think regardless of what the outcome is, either side of this is going to have something to say. There's going to be some sort of rebuttal to this, at least in the court of public opinion. So we shall see what this really pans out to be going forward.
Yeah, and appeals likely if this does not go well for Hunter the first time around. Julia Manchester, thank you.
Thanks, Adrienne.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.